guys, so it's 6:40 in the morning and I'm up because I'm actually on my second surgical term for the year, and I know it's been a while, but today is actually my last day of internship, so this is an exciting video. I'm getting a little late, so we're just gonna head to the hospital and I'll keep you guys updated. While I'm washing my cup here, it's not that fun to even look at. I was actually thinking of how quickly the year has gone by. It's crazy to know that I've already finished my internship and I've basically been a doctor for 1 year. Like, it feels kind of surreal, honestly, at this point. Busy, it's upper GI, which means it's all surgeries that involve everything from your mouth to like your pancreas, that kind of. I'm not exactly sure how far it goes down in the GI system, but yeah, it's quite busy, which is why I usually go a bit earlier and then prep the notes for all our patients. It's my fit check for the day and it's always scrubs. When I need to be in hospital by 6:40, that's when I'm so grateful that I live across the hospital because it makes life so much easier. The hospital is actually pretty empty at this time because it's almost always just the surgical teams that come in this early. So after I get to the ward, I have a seat and I go through our list of patients and I make sure I check to see if there's anything that happened overnight. Especially with these surgical patients, I check to see their drain outputs, to see if they've had any fevers or any other issues that we need to worry about. And I also prep my ward round notes because the surgical ward rounds are super fast, so I need to make sure they're prepared by the time me and my registrar sees them. I also have a look at the theatre list to see how many surgeries we have scheduled for the day. Hi, so we finished our round super fast and now I'm walking to one of my favorite coffee shops to get a hazelnut hot chocolate. Surgical terms are a bit more like, I wouldn't say busy compared to medical terms, but you're kind of on your own because the surgical registrars always have to rush to theatre after the round to do the surgery. So they try to start the round as early as possible, so usually 7 o'clock, and then they finish it off as quickly as they can. So their rounds are super fast. We don't spend too much time with patients and then they just run off to theatre. Trust me when I say this, but this coffee shop right across the hospital has the best hazelnut hot chocolate ever. And I'm not a person who drinks coffee, so this is all I drink and it's so good. I basically have to go to the pathology to collect a bottle for a fungal culture because that's not something we usually do. But for this patient in particular, my registrar wanted me to do a culture and send it off as a fungal culture. I got some lunch and we've got this really cute Japanese restaurant right across work and they have some really good Japanese food. I mean, look at that. That looks so good, right? I love it. So usually I do all the jobs and then I have lunch, but sometimes even after I've had lunch, I do have some less important jobs to do, things like ordering bloods for the next day and collecting bloods, stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing now. I just like to make sure that I finish all the important jobs earlier on in the day, especially consults and ordering scans. I actually had to end up going to theatre to have a chat with my regers because there were some important things I needed to discuss and they were scrubbed in, so I couldn't really call them, so I had to go to theatre and chat with them. And here's my pager where I get all these beautiful messages from nursing staff and other people asking me to do more jobs. I hope you guys noticed my transition, but I had to go back into theatre to do an evening handover with my regis just to make sure we've finished all our jobs for the day and nothing is left behind. And here I am switching off my pager for the last time in New South Wales, and I just kind of leave it there and we head home. And that marks the end of my work life in New South Wales. After I headed home, we actually went out for dinner just to celebrate the end of internship, and we ended up back in hospital again because my friend was on nights. Hey guys, so that was basically a summary of my last day of internship. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's actually crazy now looking at it because I was just editing it today and it's been a while since then. It was crazy like how quickly time flew by, and you know, like you get thrown into this deep end from being a medical student to being a doctor, and then you have to kind of figure out what to do, how things work in a hospital, how to actually manage patients. It's kind of like something I guess you learn along the way, and no one really fully prepares you for it. But at the end of the day, like, I got through it. And if you're one of those people who's nervous about starting working in a hospital and you're just straight out of medical school, don't worry, hang in there, you got this, and yeah, it'll all be fine. And if that's something you guys would like to see, I would definitely make a video on how you can survive your first year of being a doctor, because it was something I took some time to adjust to as well, but at the end of the day we made it. So if you guys did like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.